The barn siding continues to progress. Today I'm going to be working at finishing out the door openings along this eaves wall. I need to cut back some of the siding boards, and then I need to case in the opening for the sliding doors. I'm going to put down a piece of pressure treated lumber for the flooring right on top of the sill as well. So as we look at the opening, I've actually sided over the opening. The opening goes back most of the way on that board as well as most of the way on this board. That needs to be cut back. Same thing, that one's long up top. Cut that all back first. This is how it looks on the inside. This needs to be cut away before we can finish out the opening. The way I'm going to tackle this is start in the upper corners. I'm going to drill a hole through the siding, which marks the location of the corner. Then I'll be able to hang a chalk line down the outside, let it hang plumb, and mark a plumb cut for the opening. Now these posts are not perfectly plumb, but my opening will be. Now that we have the opening open, I'm going to put the top piece in, then the two sides, and then after those are in, Then we'll work on the outside face. I took my measurements for the exterior pieces. I'm going to go inside and cut them. They're going to be 1x8. The top trim piece is going to extend 2 inches out beyond the verticals on the side. So I'm going to go cut those and get them out here, and we'll go ahead and put them up. I'm going to start by putting up the top piece, and I'm going to set it level. To help in that process, I put a tick mark at the center of the opening up top there, and I also marked the center on the trim piece so that I can line up my 2 marks, and then I'll be centered. The final step here is to finish out the flooring over this new sill in the opening. So what I have here is a clapboard. I'm going to put that underneath the floorboard to pitch it to the outside. That way any water that does get onto this floorboard will drain to the outside. Then this is a piece of pressure treated 1x12. And so this is 11.5 inches wide. And the reason it's 1x12 is so that it will extend over the 8-inch sill and the 1-inch siding and still kick out another couple inches beyond that face so that everything will drain away from the sill in the building. Just gonna check my level here, and we're pitching quite a bit. So level is right there. So that's good pitch on it. We'll set this in place. So here is the finished product. That's our step, that's pressure treated wood, and we've got our door opening all trimmed in. We'll close the door and take a look. That is looking nice. Now we just need to repeat the process over there for that doorway. All right, well, that's a nice little project wrapped up. This door is now trimmed in and set. That door is trimmed in and set. I had done that one previously. This whole side is sided. And since the last time I made a video on the barn, this sill run from that corner all the way up to there was also replaced. I've also started tackling the gable. Got up to there when it was getting too high for me by myself working on the ladder, so gonna come up with a solution to do the rest of the upper level. Right now I have a plan to actually bring the lower level all the way across and leave that upper siding in place. Just need to implement that in the coming weeks. Grass here out front starting to come in where this was seeded. There's a rock right there. It's also coming in on the other side. I keep going in and out the door too much, so it's not really growing so much there. Overall, the barn is really starting to come together, and I'm pleased because I am getting a little bit tired of working on this so much. I would really like to move on to other things, and we're getting close.